I want to turn it over to a young lady who has made a big difference in my life. I've been involved in the struggle. I know I look young, but I've been around for a little while. And I did have the opportunity to work in communities in different parts of the country, organizing, registering people to vote, trying to get young people to get involved in the process, turning out to vote for various candidates, everything from congressional, presidential, gubernatorial, state senate, city council. I've been involved with most of my life. And I gotta tell you, it takes a strong person with great vision and the stick-to-itiveness to coordinate 500 people, little to no money, I can tell you, because some of it came out of my pocket, to get us to where we are, to keep JC and I in line, because we're a handful, to try to get a plan in place that folks could follow, believe in, and make work. It's my pleasure to bring you my Queen Mother, Camilla Johnson.
And what you have contributed to our efforts to get across the line. You know, I call her Pastor Chavis, because the anointing of her life is amazing. And a city that is not covered by God is a failure. Every city that decides that it's going to honor him and recognize him and depend on him flourish, right? When God has a hand in something, we can't help but to be successful. He ordained this thing. We saw miracle after miracle after miracle. You know, they had a press conference to say that this was dead, that it was over, that it wasn't going to happen this time. But what they didn't know, as Ecclesiastes says, there's a time and a season for everything. And God heard the cries of his people. He knew that the wolves were at the door. And he said, this is your season, but you got to honor me. You got to start out allowing me to be the head of this movement. And if you do, you will cross the finish line with a victory. So we know that a lot has been coming at us. We know that there have been a lot of attacks. But God has sat on the throne. He's seen it all. He knew it was coming. He sees the end from the beginning. But he told us to stand. So every Sunday, we went before him in prayer. And each of you have continued to pray. You don't think God honors that? You don't think he heard our prayers? You don't think he's going to give us a victory on Tuesday? He's not a man that he should lie, nor the son of man that he should repent. He's faithful to complete the work that he began. And he began to work in all of us so that we could get across the finish line. I want you to understand that your spirit and the work that you have done, should it be 100 years from now, should he choose to tarry, people will come back and say that you helped create a city in 2016. That is no small task. That is history in the making. But God is looking for a people. He's looking for a city. He's looking for that example that will sit up on a hill, that is not ashamed of him as our creator and our God. And I do believe that we are that city. Amen. Because we've been that people from day one that has given him this movement. So for me personally, I have come to love all of you. I cannot tell you about the personalities. I was like, God, really? Do I really have
kids driving around with signs on my car and people toot, not toot back, and that's a good thing. So I just wanted to share those little bits and pieces because I have experienced them in a very positive way in the last couple of weeks. So thank you.
Sister, I appreciate you.
And Diane gets our intel.
Yes, she does.
Thank y'all.
All right, Mike, last chance. Going once, going twice. Mike, you ain't got nothing to say? Come on, I know you got something to say, Mike. Come on.
I affectionately call him as my favorite redneck.
I know that.
This is my brother Mike. brother from another mother.
Well, I just want to say it's been a wide open experience for me, and I've enjoyed it. And there's been times it's been sort of stressful, and but you know, all of us put in a lot. And I've had, I've told people this already. I've had some older white people down in the Cedar Grove area that's been against it, but I have turned them towards it, and I feel like the majority of them have voted for the city. I've been working off and on with the voting library there in favorably, off and on, and it's amazing how people give you that thumbs up. And I had a couple of ladies yesterday afternoon, about 3 o'clock. They came up to me while I was out there holding the sign up, and they said, "We voted for your city." And I said, "Good deal." So yeah, I think it's going to happen. And I got to say, Camilla's done a heck of a job. And is JC here?
He working today.
He's working. Well, JC's done a good job too. And but I'm hoping it'll pass. And like I said, I hope our city takes off like a big rocket.
Amen.
Thank you.
Ricardo.
We got some talented folks in the room. Come on now.
Oh yeah, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for everything. You know, I've been in independent business for the past 5 years, and I've been trying to get business, trying to get paid, trying to just do what I want to do in graphic design. And it's been a blessing to me to just be able to help. No pay, and took all the pressure of pay out and just wanted to be part of something. I want to thank you. I want to thank everybody for being part of this group. This has been better than being at an AA meeting. This has been an association. I really was looking to be part of something, and I voted for the city 10 years ago when we tried to pass it, but people didn't have information. The experience I've had has been very positive from everybody. I've been on Nextdoor, putting things out all the time, and I've been begging for somebody to tell me why no. Why would you vote no? I want to hear it. Because maybe there's something, maybe I should probably vote no. Because maybe there's some information there that I just don't have. But I can't get anybody to come with anything. So I don't know why they vote no. It seems like it's more ego, which is edging God out.
Come on.
You know, it's just more ego and power. I think that people are looking for power, and they think that that's what we want is power to take over. And that's crazy. So I just want to thank you for being part of this. And this really helped me get through a rough period. And it's been a blessing. Thanks.
Yeah, one of the beautiful things about this, I would have never known as many people as I do now had I not gotten involved in this, because my little community is all in the corner. And, you know, you go home and go to work and go to the store, go to church and come home. So it's been really great now. At this point, if there's no other open mic comments, John.
Come on now, I know you got something to say. John Brinson. Yes, sir. Come on.
This brother is a hard worker. He put the H in hard, okay? This brother took all these newspapers. I said, "You need some help?" "No, I got it." "How you gonna do it?" "I got my sneakers on."
Well, what I'd like to share with you all is the mission isn't over. It's easier to say no than it is to say yes. It's easy for folk to go ahead and voice their concerns on the negative. I like what he said, tell me why you're saying no. And even for those folk who go in and vote no, you ask them why no. And then, I don't know about you guys, but I try to educate them. Why? Because they know other no folk out there. And once we educate them, they're able to say, "Dog, I made a mistake. I did not know." And she's right, I did walk the neighborhoods, Daxton Reserve, Wolf Creek, And unfortunately, the information we had for Wolf Creek didn't say 4, 3, 2, 1. It just said folk who voted, so we had to hit every house. Fortunately for me, I drugged the wife out, and she doesn't like to do any of that stuff. What I want you all to know is your neighbors have taken note of you. They know that you put in the work. They're happy that you put in the work. The Word of God says our people perish for lack of knowledge. They don't want to read. So it's easy for somebody to tell them no. They don't even ask why. They just know. They say no. But when we're out there walking, when we're out there talking, even my baby, she's taking her SAT this morning. And one of her teachers was telling the students, tell your parents no. If you're 18, vote no. And my daughter would hear me on the phone. My daughter would hear me talking to everybody. She's sitting in the car. I'm picking her up. I'm telling everybody. She went to our defense and said, no, my daddy said. And that's what's really important is you all have said it. Once we become a city, this thing gets birthed. And I'm a fruit guy. So you can see the tree. That's a pecan tree. That's an apple tree. That's a pear tree. It ain't nothing but a tree until it does what? Bear fruit. And I'm one of those bear fruit. So when my daughter said, Daddy, I told her all the things that you have been saying. She said, Dad, I know it by heart. And so I said, well, what happened, baby girl? That's what I call her, baby girl. She said, she got quiet. She couldn't say anything. So I ran and I grabbed the messenger. And I said, hey, if she still has questions, give her this messenger. Give her my cell phone number and have her call me. Because if she's putting that information out, it just goes to show that she is not informed. So what I want to share with you all is the fight isn't over. We still need to educate the no vote. And more importantly, once we become a city, we've got to continue to fight, educate our community, become a part of those committees. Because what we get to take advantage of is we'll be the last new city for a while. And we get to take advantage of all the mistakes that have been made. We got city planners in here. We got committee members in here. We got zoning committee members hopefully in here. We got code enforcement people in here. You don't have to be the city councilman. You don't have to be the mayor. But you get on those committees to control what? Growth. You get on those committees to control what's happening in our cities. And number 3, more importantly, is holding the people that we have elected to represent us accountable. Because we don't want what happened in the city. Because I feel sorry for them. Let this not pass. To have this educated populace become a part of them, I can see us tearing down some stuff. And then lastly, what I want to share with y'all is I just need somebody to drive me around my city.
I know.
About 11 o'clock at night. Because see, when Moses was out there doing this, somebody was holding his hands up.
That's right.
Somebody was holding his arms up. So y'all got all these folk out here. Sister brought some good word. But you need some agents of God.
I love it. Brilliant.
See, these are the ACSF.
Right.
Agents of the City of South Fulton.
All right.
And these are the folk who don't afraid to put on all black.
I love it.
Under the cover of darkness. And get it done. I just need one. Y'all can anoint me.
All right. Thank you, John. You trying to be bashful over there? What I tell you? I know he has something to say. Thank you, John. Brother Lou Bell, my fraternity brother. No question.
I call him Deacon Dale.
Deacon Bell.
No.
Bring us on.
Good evening to everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I wanted to share something similar to what you had just shared about an individual who sits beside me in the tenor section of our choir. And he sat there and he just boldly told me that he had voted no because of all the things he'd been told and all the things he'd heard. And I asked him very quietly, I said, well, what have you read? And he said, no, I don't need to read. I just was told this. So then I began to share information with him and actually shared some literature with him. And he looked at me, and you can see in people, when you've converted them or convicted them, you can see that look on their face and know that I made a mistake. And somebody, I don't know if Georgia is one of them or not, there are 3 states that I've recently heard about that people have voted early that they can go back and change their vote.
Well, you can in Gwinnett County.
You can?
In Gwinnett County.
Gwinnett County.
You can go back 3 times.
Okay. But the thing that I wanted to share before the closing of prayer is that when you look in the mirror when you go home, all of you be very proud because you are the character and the identity of the city of South Fulton. You are the success that will be the city of South Fulton. You are what is attracting people to South Fulton. There are people who have never thought about it and who have for years stigmatized South Fulton as being a place that could never be successful until they took the veil off and saw you. Until they saw what could be done by people when they work together. It's a frightening thought when you really think about it. This is just a small number of the 100,000 talented people that are in this area. Can you get the vision and imagine what we're going to do? It will set not only records, it will be a place that people will use as their model for years to come. So without any further ado, if we bow our heads. Heavenly Father, as we come before you this afternoon, we first want to give you thanks for all that you have done during this entire process. The race is not given to what? Swift but the strong. You've allowed us to endure through this. You have put your hedge around some of the people who have been absorbing all the criticism and everything else, but you brought us, you didn't bring us this far to leave us. So now we claim that victory that you have given us. The victory now just begins because there is a lot of work to do. And we beg of you that strength that only can come from you to help us run this race, to open our mind, to be able to discern what is right and wrong, to do that which will be pleasing in thy sight. We thank you for all the mercies that you've shown us. We ask that you forgive us for some of the thoughts that we've had. And as we move forward, dear God, please keep your arms around us and keep us focused on you so that you can be proud of all that has been done.